We're going over that way. There's the lake we stayed at tonight with a beautiful reflection. And it's 6:30, so we just missed sunrise, but we're pretty darn close. And at the moment, no rain, so we're gonna be making our way along the ridge. We came from way over there, and the trail's been pretty sketchy, not much of a trail. Finally got some cairns, but look at that, it's just barely visible. So I'm using a little bit of route finding. See those little birds running around? Cool. Here's where I'm having second breakfast. Due to unfortunate budget cuts for the Forest Service and things like that, looks like marmots are now being employed as trail maintainers. Thank you, marmots, for this cairn. I'm aiming for that cairn. Looks like the trail goes to the left of that next hill, or that next peak. This is a great trail. I'm just loving it. Here comes the Baker-Bowen loop trail. It's coming up here, and this trail that we took is going to meet up with it, and then they both continue on together along with the CDT, and then they split off. Reference, it was about a 3-hour hike for me with about a half-hour of stops. Bowen Pass, that's what we just came down from, where we met the other trail. This says Ruby Mountain, and I think that's the CDT sign going that way. That's really tempting. Just 3,000 miles, probably 2,000 north and 1,000 south, something like that. Oh man, one day I want to do that trail. But today I think we take this one up and over to Parika Lake. There's our trail. We're going at that pass just below that, the bottom of that ridge there. So glad. I was afraid I was going to have to go up that. I think we found a gooseberry bush. Gooseberries and currants are really similar, but the gooseberries, I don't know if you can see it, they have spiky things on the berry. Alright friends, we went from those peaks up in there, down this ridge where we met the other trail and the CDT. Went down, and then somewhere down right where those trees are, that's where the CDT goes off. And then we got watered. We've been coming up this thing, and it's gone around and around and around. And this is a climb, I gotta tell you. Fortunately, I think we're going over the lowest one of the hills. And I am sucking wind. The sad thing is my pack is only about 15 pounds. Oh my gosh, I need to get in better shape, right? Windy up here. Look at that, friends. And if I just turn the camera the other way, you can see forever in every direction. This is just amazingly wonderful. I feel so alive right now. When you're living your dreams, and this is my dream to be up here. It's 1 o'clock. We've made it to Parika Lake, and I'm thinking I'm going to try to camp here. So basically I was doing about 1 mile an hour. I think it was about 6 miles altogether, and I think with stops I was probably on the move around 6 hours. It was beautiful. I was not in a hurry. I was just taking it in. Well, a bummer turn of events. There's a group here at the lake, and they're pretty loud. I found this spot kind of far away from them. It's got a pretty view, but I feel like I'm in their conversation. This isn't going to work well for me. I'm a light sleeper, and that's going to keep me awake. I'm going to just go down trail a little ways and see if I can find some other place to pitch. Maybe it's for the best just because I got to hike out and get to work tomorrow, so it'll be less to hike out in the morning. Looks like wild raspberry. Whoops, oh no, I dropped that one. That's tragic. That was nice. Bonus for this section of the trail. Ooh, check it out, fireweed. It's so pretty, it's purple. It is edible, but I don't see many of them around, so I don't want to eat any. I'd rather them spread. With Parika Lake not working out, I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do with this night. So it needed to have something significant, otherwise I'd just go home. So I decided on the way down, I found a spot by a river that was has some air to it, some wind. I would just camp here and walk out in the morning. I thought I found it, but turns out the main place where the tent would probably go is filled with elk poop or some kind of poop. So I guess I'm shit out of luck. I'm just gonna go on home. It's fine. I actually feel completely fulfilled by this trip. This trail has really given me everything that I wanted. And even this last little bit, just letting God decide, am I going home or am I staying out? I'm fine with it either way. I think it was a good growth moment for me just to be okay with the outcome. I went either way. Okay, this concludes our loop trail in the Never Summer Wilderness. It really exceeded all my expectations. I would come back in a heartbeat and do this again. And thank you everyone that keeps this whole wilderness going. Really appreciate it. Oh my gosh, there was a moose and a calf. They were just walking over there. Darn it, we just missed it on the camera.